Have you ever noticed that people hate you for hating the 9 to 5? Like, people really hate you because you hate the 9 to 5. And, you know, I've seen a lot of people this year talking about how they hate it and just talking about a lot of the things. How America is a playground for the rich and it is hell for the poor. How, you know, work in the warehouse is hell and avoid the warehouses, and which is all, it's all true. But you know who you could always find in those comments? People that love the 9 to 5. The sheep, the people that are brainwashed into the 9 to 5 system. They always gravitate towards these videos. Why? I have no idea. Why do you want to go to a system? Not to a system. Why do you want, well, yeah, that too. But why do you want to go to a video talking about the system just to say, I love my job, and I love my 401k, I love my pension, and no, they're never going to take away my pension. What do you mean? The job loves me. It is crazy. It's like, why do people hate watch? Why do people watch things that they know are going to trigger them, that they know are going to get them mad? Why do people go under people's videos knowing they don't like the topic, but they still go to the video? Does that make fucking sense to anybody? Like, anybody with a fucking brain that doesn't have hot air balloon air in their head can understand why do people do that. You know what I realized? They're miserable. And misery loves company. They will hate you. They will snitch on you. They will try to go to your manager, your whoever, your lead, whoever, and say, oh, you know, they made a video about the 9 to 5, and they made a video. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. The fact that you think it's okay for corporations, LLCs, who cares, S-Corps, C-Corps, whatever the fuck, multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar, even trillion-dollar companies around the globe exploiting people for their labor, giving them pennies on the dollar, pennies, dirt pay, and they're making millions and billions. And you really think, like, to be honest, a lot of us couldn't even imagine $1 million in front of us right now, literally. Like, can you imagine $1 million? Like literally $1 bills, like millions. Your whole house would be flooded the fuck out. Imagine 2 billion. Not even not 2 billion, 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, 15 million, 40 million, 100 million in ones. Your whole house would be flooded out. Your whole fucking toilet would be flooded with fucking money. Could you imagine having that much money? Why do they think that it's normal for somebody else to go clock in somebody else's job and be told what to do by another fucking adult they don't even fucking know, they've never met in their fucking lives for real, telling you what to do for 8, 12, 10 hours, 12 hours, 16 plus hours for mediocre money, for you to come home and go live in the fucking hood, have barely no food in your fridge, no money in your account, like, no furniture in your house. Like, how is this shit normal? We're slaving. Like, don't, like, you know what Harriet Tubman said? I heard that she said a quote that I could have saved more if they knew they were slaves. It was something around that line. I could have saved more people if they knew they were slaves. A lot of people don't know that they're slaves. And a lot of people do, but they don't want to look in the mirror and admit it. They don't want to admit they're a slave. You're a corporate slave. You are not making a difference a lot of the time. You are making other people rich. And even if you are making a difference, you're still making other people rich. I'm sorry, this is my 3rd video for the night. But yeah, I'm on a roll. But yeah, like, you are making other people rich. They are making so much money off of people in this system. And they're taxing the people that make the least amount of fucking money. The W-2 employee can't even get fucking write-offs. Then you can't get no write-off for no gas, bitch. You can't get no write-off for when your tires, when you have fucking nails in your tires, because all the miserable construction workers that hate their job throw nails off in the fucking highway. You can't get no write-off for that, bitch. You can't get no write-off for all them potholes that you be hitting going to fucking work. You ain't get no write-offs for them windshield wipers that you got to keep replacing because it keep raining over there and it keeps snowing. And you don't get no fucking write-off for that shit. You don't get no fucking write-off for all the food you got to go motherfucking make to go have lunch and shit. That little weak-ass 30-minute lunch. This is slavery, bro. These people are controlling people. I have a business. I've learned about write-offs. So I see in my business, I'm like, okay, I'm in this field, and then I have a whole list of things I can write off. I'm like, okay, if I buy this, if I buy that, and I show proof and video of that I'm using this and that, okay, I can write off this. Like, you know how much things that business owners can write off? And employees cannot write off nothing? Nothing. And it's just stupid as fuck. And then we go do our taxes, and then we get taxed on the taxes that we get. Like, what? Like, every single tax hits the working class. We have to pay for all the murderers and killers that are in jail that should have got the death penalty. We have to pay to feed them. Does that make sense? It's just like, this world is so stupid. And it's like, we're slaving for numbers on the screen, bro. Things that can be easily done, easily manipulated. We have to slave for it. They could go on their computer and say, and put $1 million in your account and be done with it. Because it's fucking numbers on the screen. And they could do it. But they don't want to do it. And they rather just all of us just slave away and slave away and slave away until we're 60 who? 70 who? And are you sure that's going to be enough when you retire? Are you fucking sure? The way it's going now, a house, minimum $200K. Minimum. Especially where I live. And that's not even like, you lucky if you get some all that shit. You probably get some mediocre shit. Imagine then you gotta pay. Look, it's like $200, $300, $400, $500 to $1 million for a fucking house, nigga. A house, just a roof. And imagine you trying to build your own house. That shit gonna be more expensive too. Then you gotta buy land. You think that shit cheap? Hey. Then they want to ban RV. They want to ban all that shit. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, this world is for rich people. I'm telling you right now, the United States is going to be for entrepreneurs, business owners, and rich people. It's not going to be for broke people. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, one day, the United States is going to wipe out the working class. It's going to be robots just working, and it's only going to be rich entrepreneur people here. If you have to either be an entrepreneur, you got to be rich. You got to know how to make money. That's the only way you're going to survive in the United States. I'm telling you, the property taxes are going to go up. Housing is going to go up. The renting shit is already going up. Food is up. I'm telling you, it's just gas. Everything is going to keep going up, and then jobs are going to be gone. I'm telling you, in a few years, it's not going to be no workers. It's going to be entrepreneurs and rich people here. I'm telling you. And everybody's going to be off to another city, state, country, something, because they can't afford it. They're going to be in some country they don't even know the fucking language. They're going to be there speaking. Bitch, you want to be going there like, hey, I just want to know where, ABC 23 town is. I'm just trying to get over there. Bitch, what? You don't even know what the fuck they talking about because you don't speak their fucking language, but you can't afford to live here anymore. I'm telling you, and it's all for digital numbers on the screen. We really have the power to change this whole system around, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They rather people slave. They rather exploit you. Rich people get rich off of other people's money and other people's labor. People get rich off of debt and people labor. Let me tell you that right now. That's how they get fucking rich. Look at the rappers. Using these labels, their money. They're using debt. You have people in real estate. What they using? Debt. You got people who, like the Walmart and the Target and all of them. What they using? The bank's money and people fucking labor. That's how they fucking rich. And I've read books by entrepreneurs. Even if you read Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he tells you all the time, rich people get rich by using debt and using people fucking labor. And I'm telling you that right fucking now. And it's the truth. They use debt and fucking labor. And that's how they get rich off your ass. And it's always going to be that way because you have these, what do they call them? Cucks, whatever. You got these fucking cucks. They come on the internet and they defend the 9 to 5, and they so stupid because they going to be the same one on our side when they get replaced by the robot. When they all get replaced by, they're going to be the same one. Yeah, fucking 9 to 5. No, bitch, go back to that 401k pension waiting around. Go back to that, bitch. Don't act like you don't fuck with it now, bitch. Go back to that. They will literally love 9 to 5 and come on your channel and try to drag you down for not liking it. They want you to be just like them. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be stuck in the system. They want you to be in the rat race. They want you to be stuck right with them because they're stuck. People that are stuck do not want you to get unstuck. I'm telling you right now, it is crabs in a bucket mentality. They don't want to see you nowhere. Their misery loves company, and they want to see you down with them. And it's sad. And it's the truth. It's the truth. They don't want to see nobody get nowhere. It's what it is. They will come on your page and they'll try to tear you down for not liking what they like. We see through the bullshit. You know who got played? Baby boomers. Millennials. A lot of y'all did. You know a lot of people who not getting played? Gen Z. I feel like Gen Z will have the most entrepreneurs than any other generation. I'm telling you that right now. Gen Z, we see this shit for what it is. We see it for what it's a scam. And they trying to take our youngest years away while we make them rich. They want to have their youngest years and be rich and happy and travel and have daytime freedom while we stuck at their job working for these low ass money, working for these couple cent raises a year, $1 raise and less a year. They want us to work to death for chump change while they get the millions and and then they want to tell us we can't accept tips at our job, but they can accept big ass multi-million-dollar donations from people and businesses and shit. These people are ridiculous. They are ridiculous. And the fact that the 9 to 5 lovers, the fact that they don't see that they making somebody else rich and they finna be broke and poor in the end, they crazy. A lot of them, they're check to check, and they sitting there co-signing this slave. This is slavery, bro. If they could make us work for free, they would. I'm telling you right now. They used to make people work for free. They used to have slaves work for free. If they could make us work for free, they would. They want us all to work they want the most labor for the least amount of money. That's what they want. They want us to make the least amount of money. They want the least amount of money going to labor while they make the most money. And they want us to trade all of our young years away to possibly retire. A lot of people that love the 9 to 5, let me tell y'all this right now. Let me tell you this right now. A lot of y'all will die before you get your 401k. A lot of y'all will die before y'all get the pension. Let me tell you that right now. Y'all could talk shit. They could talk shit in the comments all day through YouTube. Trust me. They just gonna get blocked. Trust me. I don't even read that shit. Let me tell you something right now, because I don't listen to they dumbass. Let me tell you something right now. A lot of y'all will die before you get the money. I'm just going to tell you that right now. A lot of y'all will die before. Listen to me real good tonight. Today, whatever time you watching this. A lot of y'all will die before y'all get the 401k money. A lot of y'all will die before y'all get the retirement money. A lot of y'all will get laid off. A lot of y'all will get fired for no reason. A lot of y'all, they're going to take it from y'all. They're going to take it. And a lot of y'all will get taxed very heavy on that money if you do get the money. A lot of y'all will get the money and die a year or two after you get the money. I'm telling you right now, this is a game that we're playing. This is a game that we are in. This is a simulation. This whole world is a game. And they want you to play it how they want you to play it. They brought us up and they taught us work a job. When I was younger, my mom, she had me in the backyard, and she was, she a baby boomer. That's how she was raised. She was raised to work a job, and that's how she was raised, so I don't blame her. You cannot get mad. I read books about entrepreneurs. They always say don't get mad at your parents for teaching you to go work a job because that's all they knew. And it's the truth. I'm reading a book right now called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. You should read that book. It's good. And then the next one I'm going to read the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. That's the next thing I'm going to read. And I'll let you know an update if you like hearing books. We're going to talk about that soon. But when I was younger, my mom, she had me in the backyard, and she used to hold my two hands when I was a little girl. And I swear to God, I remember, because she used to always do it. She used to hold that was programming. Because when I'm reading this book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, and then the book, I'm going to show y'all it one day. I'm going to show y'all a video of it one day when we talking. I'm going to put a little video of it, a little picture of it or something. He said Do you remember the first time you got programmed? And for me, I think it was from my mom. Yeah, I want to say my mom. She used to, because he said, remember that time and remember it good because I want you to know where it starts. He talks about programming and how we put the program into action and how the action becomes like a lifestyle. So my mom used to hold me with my two hands and she used to say, when you are older, when somebody asks you what you want to be, tell them that you want to be a doctor. Tell them that you want to be a doctor. Tell them that you want to be a doctor. She used to look me right in my eyes and be like, when somebody asks you what you want to be when you get older, say that you want to grow up and be a doctor. Or you want to grow up and be a nurse. That's what she always drilled in my mind, that I had to go be a doctor or a nurse and to be successful. Then I knew that you didn't have to do that. Let me tell you what. When I was a little bit more older, maybe like in middle school, I used to watch this show called Life in the Fast Lane. No, not Life in the... No. I think it was called Living in the Fast Lane, Life in the Fast Lane. It was something... Oh, no, not in the Fast Lane. Life in the Fab Lane. F-A-B as in boy. F as in Frank, A, B as in boy, Fab Lane, Life in the Fab Lane by Kamora Lee Simmons. Kamora Lee Simmons is the owner of Baby Fat. Do y'all remember that designer brand called Baby Fat with like the little cat kind of thing with the tail? And everybody used to wear the Baby Fat jeans and the jacket. She was an owner. She was really rich off that brand. And she used to have a reality show of her and her two daughters. If you remember that show or look up that show, you'll see what I'm talking about. It was called Life in the Fab Lane. I used to watch it when I was in middle school. And they used to live fucking luxury. They used to be in black trucks. They used to be going to the malls, everything. They was rich as fuck. And that's when I knew, like, about the luxury lifestyle. And I seen that shit. And that's when I knew I wanted that. When I was a little girl, I used to be, not like jealous of them, but I used to be like, damn, why we have to like live like this? Because, you know, I grew up in the hood. I'm gonna be real. And I used to be like, damn, like, I wasn't like hungry or starving or nothing, but I wanted that lifestyle. That's how I knew I always wanted to live luxury. Because I used to watch that show and I used to want that so bad. I used to be like, yo, I want to travel the world. They used to travel and just eat nice food and just travel to Paris. And like, they used to like really live. Like, they was really living. And I noticed that they lived like that because their mom was an entrepreneur. And I knew that they lived like that because their mom was rich. Their mom was a multimillionaire. So I said, oh, that's why they live that way. So I knew from young that working a job was not going to get me that. And that's when I knew from young that the job that I was being programmed. I kind of like knew it, but I couldn't really piece it together. So anyway, yeah, I used to watch show all the time. And I used to be like, damn, I want that. Now, in high school, this is when I started getting into social media. I was like, I really like social media. You know, I like that kind of stuff. And that's when I knew I wanted to make a YouTube channel. And then at first, I was going to make a YouTube channel with my best friend. But then we recorded one video and then we never like edited or finished it or really did the channel. And then I'm glad we didn't because we don't talk that much now. And then also, not like we hate each other. It's like, you know, we kind of like grew apart. You know, she has a kid. I don't. I'm moving on in my life. I'm trying to, you know, whatever. You know, she has her own responsibility. We just don't talk. You know, we kind of grow out of each other. And it wasn't going to work. It wasn't meant to be. So I'm kind of glad it never happened. So, but I made my own YouTube channel. I have my own personal brand one. And then I have this one that I made that I'm trying to grow. So yeah, I always knew I wanted to do YouTube. I always knew I wanted to do YouTube when I was in high school. When I was in high school, that's when I really like fell in love with like fashion and like aesthetic and like lifestyle and like just like talking and like just being funny and just speaking my mind and just kind of being like unapologetic. Like that's how I fell in love with it. And then like in my 20s now, that's when I realized that I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to work for myself. I do not want to work a job. And cause I know that I've seen it since I was younger on the TV. I'm like, yo, like if I want to ever live a life that I want to live, a job is not going to cut it. I just know it's not and it will not. And I can't fall for the programming. I do not have a 401k with a job. I do not put my savings with a job. I don't do it. I have multiple retirement accounts by myself. I put money in it myself. I have multiple investments in the market. I want to talk about investments. We have a lot. I put my money in a lot of. I put money in digital real estate, crypto, whatever you name it. The Fantastic Six, the AI companies. I put money in there. Like, I put money in different stuff, and I don't want my money tied into a job that's trying to put my money into one shit, and then the market crash, and I have no control of where they put it. And I don't care if they match me. I don't care about pensions. I don't want a 401k. I don't want a 401k. I don't want a 401k. I have my own investments. I have Roth IRA. I have a bunch of different savings, high yield savings accounts, retirement accounts, fucking life. I have a bunch of shit. But it's like, I love control. I love having control. I love being in control of my life. I love being in control of my money. I love being in control of my freedom and my time. And I don't want people to control my money, because I read this book by Robert Kiyosaki called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And if you read that book, he says if somebody controls your money, they control your life. And it's very, very true. Anyway, ending of the ending, people will hate you for hating the 9 to 5. They just hate the fact that you're aware. They hate the fact that you are not a sheep. And they hate the fact that you are not like them. People don't like people that are weird. People don't like people that are creative. People do not like people that are different. People do not like trendsetters. People do not like people that have a voice. People do not like people that speak for themselves and don't just follow the crowd. People do not like the shepherd. They like the sheep. We are the shepherds. Let me tell you this right now. You are a boss. If you even have the thought in your head that you don't want to work a job, you are aware. And it's good that you are aware, because you're aware early. Before all the robots take over, you are aware, and that is very good. A lot of people do not have what you have. You have awareness. A lot of people cannot change their life because they don't want to admit to shit. And you have admitted that this shit does not work. You're very aware. You're very smart. That's one thing I can always say. I don't know you, but I know that. And people are going to hate you if you come online and you say, I don't like the 9 to 5, I don't like this, I don't like that. Me, I'm not afraid. If I was afraid, I wouldn't even have this channel. I'm not completely fearless. I'm human, but I could say I'm fearless, I'm relentless, and I'm unapologetic. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. I'm going to make my videos. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. But I feel how I feel. I like the fast lane. I like the entrepreneurial lane. I feel like that lane is more better. And I feel like that's how we as humans are supposed to be. In the beginning, we were not ever made to work for somebody else. We were not made to do that. We were not. I don't care what nobody say. We were not. We were building our own houses. We were making our own food. We were doing our own thing. And to be honest, unpopular opinion, I cannot wait until robots take over. I can't wait. You want to know why? Because I want to be forced to make my business work. I want to be forced to make it work. I am going to make it work. I don't give a fuck. But I want to be forced and have no choice. Because I feel like when I have no choice, I perform. I want it to where I control my life. I want control over my life. And I don't know why people make you try. Don't make nobody ever try to make you feel bad for wanting control of your life, for wanting to be happy, for wanting to make millions, for wanting to be rich, for wanting to be financially stable or anything. Just to be wanting to make your own money, even that without a job. Don't make nobody make you feel bad for wanting to control your life and your destiny. And I feel like a lot of people will try to do that because they are sheep and they hate the shepherd. And I don't give a fuck. People will hate you because you hate the 9 to 5, and it's true. And I'm standing on it.